This is gonna be a fun one and it's gonna be fast. I've had 23 different 3D printers come into this studio in about the last year, and a common question that I get all the time is, would you buy it again? Or, well, some of them I didn't pay for, but would you buy it? And the answer for some of them is, well, yes, and some of them it's no. Mrs. LM is here.
Hello.
All right, and Mrs. LM, she's gonna randomly give me one of those machines, and I'm gonna go over some good, some bad, and then I'm gonna decide on whether today, if I'd buy it or not buy it. All right, let's jump right in. Here we go. What's my first one?
Pro 2.
Oh, the Pro 2. This guy, the Pro 2. That was actually my very first 3D printer, so I kind of have a thing for it. What's its build volume? It's 300 cubed, right?
300 cube.
How much does it cost right now?
About 3,500.
3,500. That machine has printed hundreds of helmets. The quality, to be honest with you, is nearly unmatched. It's more of an industrial 3D printer. So yeah, today, absolutely, I'd buy that one again. Okay, give me another one.
Creality Ender 3v2.
The Ender 3v2. What's the price for them right now?
$209.
$209. See, I think that's too expensive. I think Micro Center has them for $99. Anything more than $99, I don't think I would spend the money on it unless you were looking for a machine that you were going to tinker on. I think when you get to above the $200 range, especially now in the industry, you're getting into much more capable, reliable machines. So I would say at $99, yes. Above $99, no, I wouldn't buy it today.
Okay. FOKOOS Odin-5 F3.
Oh, the FOKOOS Odin-5 F3. We gave away a lot of those here on the show. And FOKOOS was a fantastic sponsor of our show here. Matter of fact, that got a lot of people into 3D printing. Their very first printer was the FOKOOS Odin-5 because of the LM show. So I have a love for the machine there. What's the price for it?
$89, returned only.
Oh, that's
sold
right.
As is.
Sold as is returns. I'm not a big proponent of the returns. Some people were lucky and got fantastic returned units that basically, I mean, nothing was wrong. Some of them were unopened. Others got intentionally damaged units, and then there's just no recourse. So I would say that right there, if you handed me that machine today, I don't think that's a buy. Not at $89, if that's the only option that you can get for that machine. But other than that, I mean, it was a great machine, but just not today.
Okay, how about the artillery Sidewinder?
The X2?
The X2.
Okay, so what's the build volume on the X2?
300 by 300 by 400.
The Sidewinder X2 is 400 on the Z? Okay, okay. That's a helmet class 3D printer, and we've had that machine for over a year. It's a good machine. I was a little disappointed in the firmware, how slow they were to update firmware, and then they updated it, and then they took it away. But other than that, the machine's a solid machine for printing helmets, as if you're going to print them low and slow. So what's the price?
$299.
$299. I think if you were looking for a reliable helmet class 3D printer, the Sidewinder X2 is a good machine. So if I had to buy it today, yeah, I'd do it. Okay, what's next?
Anycubic Kobra Plus.
Kobra Plus.
Similar, 300 by 300 by 350.
If I had to choose between the Artillery Sidewinder X2 and the Anycubic Kobra Plus, I would probably go with the Anycubic Kobra Plus. You said it's $299? What's the price for the Kobra Plus?
Kobra Plus is $359.
Oh, it's $359. So it's like
Sidewinder's $299.
So it's $60 more.
Yeah.
That's
helmet.
tough. I would.
Helmet.
Well, I know it's helmet class, but I would probably go with, if I had to choose, I'd probably go with the Anycubic Kobra Plus, even if it's $60 more. That machine just seemed more of a solid platform. The firmware seemed a little bit better. It was more of a reliable machine, even though I did break it. That was my fault. But no, that one today, we're going to put that in the I'd buy today column.
Okay. How about the LulzBot TAZ Pro XT?
Oh.
The big one.
That one is big. That one's out in the other studio. This is the 747, but the TAZ Pro XT is the XT. I don't know what it stands for, but I'm just going to say extra tall. What is the build volume?
280 by 280 by 586.
That's a big machine. Very expensive. I know the price on that one. That's $5,500 for that machine. It's an industrial 3D printer that's at a different scale, and so I don't know. It's not something that's easy to explain on camera, like in the moment when we're comparing 3D printers that are in the hundreds of dollars price point. But that machine is a tank. It's a monster, and the build volume is massive, and it's just, the interface on it is great. It's a rock solid, stable printer. I didn't pay for it. Obviously, LulzBot sent it over here, but I believe at $5,500 for that machine with the quick change tool heads, I'm still going to say, yeah, I'd do it. It's an incredible machine, and we have some fantastic content coming up for it. What's next?
Prusa MINI.
Ah, the Prusa MINI. See, we've talked about the Prusa MINI in some previous content. The Prusa MINI, tell me the price.
$429 for a kit, $459 for semi-assembled.
Yeah, see, so I think the Prusa MINI was a fantastic machine. I own a lot of them, like a lot, more than anyone else that I know, and we've given away a lot of them. I've given away personally like more than 30, 35 of these machines. At $350 in the less than 400 price range, I think the Prusa MINI is awesome. When you get over 400 and you start to get into the middle fours, there's other machines that compete. So what's the build volume?
180 by 180 by 180.
Yeah, so see, a 180 cubed, there's other machines that are going to be better and they're going to be bigger. And so I would say that, I know it pains me to say this, and I also know it's coming. Believe it or not, just September and October are going to be insane for 3D printing, and I know it's coming. So if you were considering a Prusa MINI, like right now, hold on, I'm going to put that in. If you said, Loyal, pay $430 or $460 today for Prusa MINI, unfortunately, I have to say it. I'm going to have to say no, I wouldn't do it, not today.
Okay. The Wuxn WXR.
Ah, the Wuxn, right there. The Wuxn WXR. USA made, out of Colorado. Great group of guys building that machine. It's got this cool cyberpunk aesthetic. I love this machine. It's one of my favorites. I didn't think that I would like this whole rep wrap style of where the 3D printer is used to print the parts for the next 3D printer, so on and so forth. I didn't really care. You can make it out of plastic, metal, I didn't care. But the more I got exposed to the LulzBot and the Wuxn, I really started to appreciate that more. This machine is fully railed, fully loaded. What's the price?
$849.
So it's $849, and that's the price on the website, I think, right now. What's the build volume?
250 by 210 by 250.
That's just a mid-sized 3D printer. At $850, it's fully loaded, and they're going to have some really super speedy input shaping firmware coming in the next couple of weeks, I think. So I'm going to say at this point, because bed slingers aren't dead, and you're going to see them going faster, and they're going to get firmware updates, and that machine is fully loaded, I'm going to say, yeah, today I'd buy it.
Okay. Let's do LDO Voron 2.4, $350.
Can we skip the Vorons?
Nope.
I want to skip the Vorons.
You can combine with the Voron Trident 300 too.
Okay, so I'll combine these two into one. They're not finished, and I'm so sorry, LDO. LDO Motors has been a fantastic sponsor of this show. They sent us over a Voron Trident 300, and they sent us a Voron 2.4 350 for a special project that we had earlier this year, but we have not yet finished those machines. And I am so sorry, LDO, but we will get them finished and we will create some fantastic content. But if I had to say buy those machines today, well, yes, because Vorons are incredible, so yes. But I haven't finished them yet to tell you why. I love them. It's like an unborn child. You love it. Can I say that?
Creality K1.
So I don't know if the coupon code is working. We just dropped a video that had the Creality K1 on Amazon with an affiliate link for $408. So go check that video. It's the previous video to this one. The Creality K1 so far for me has been a fantastic machine. Creality is really upping their game with not only the quality control but also support. And I think at anywhere $500 or less, $499, $500, $400, somewhere around in there, that is a super speedy Core XY machine enclosed with all the bells and whistles. And I've been told that they might have a multi-material unit coming soon. That, yeah, the K1, that definitely goes in the I'd buy today category.
Okay, how about the Elegoo Neptune 3 Max? 420 by 420 by 500.
The big one, the 420 by 420 by 500. That's a monster machine. Now that's a machine that I personally bought, and we bought it to print some helmets on. But that 3D printer has a massive build volume. We put a micro Swiss 0.8 millimeter nozzle on it, and that thing prints beautifully for the size that it is. What's the price on it?
$470.
Did I pay $470 or $499? Anyway, I bought mine from MatterHackers. Would I buy it again today? Absolutely. Patrick W3D has one. I have one. A lot of different people that I know have them. And yeah, it's a great machine. So definitely that would be a buy today.
Okay, how about the Bambu Lab Carbon X1 combo?
The X1 Carbon, yeah, well, first of all, let's go over the price.
$1,500.
$1,500. Okay, so that's spendy, but that is a fully loaded machine all ready for all your tough filaments, your abrasive filaments. That's including the AMS. We've actually done some content on it before, so I think today, yes, it's a definite buy. That goes in the buy category.
The Raise3D E2.
Yeah, E2s, the little 3D printing microwaves. That's a tough one. It's a bed slinger, IDEX. Not many IDEX machines out on the market that work really well. This one works fantastic. We have multiple of these machines. And what's the price?
$3,500.
Oh, 35.
Yeah, same as the Pro 2.
So they brought the Pro 2 down in price. Okay, so this one's 35, and that's what it is today? Mm-hmm. For an IDEX machine, what's the build volume?
330 by 240 by 240.
Okay, so the build volume on the E2s is wider than it is depth and height. So the depth and height are the same. It's railed, it's big giant screws, lead screws on the inside of that machine. The interface is fantastic. The integration with the slicer is great. $3,500 for this. It's a manufacturing monster because you can print in duplication mode, so you can print the same thing on two different parts of the build plate. The print heads are moving at the same time. You can print multi-filament or multicolor, or you can do mirroring, so it can do a left and a right hand example. So at $3,500, absolutely goes in the I'd buy today category. Man, we have a lot of machines in the I'd buy category.
Exactly.
Have I turned down any? Yeah, I've probably turned down one or two.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Let's do the Creality Ender 3 Pro.
Don't know. Ender 3 Pro is in a box. It is one of the most popular 3D printers that are out there from Creality. It has, I think, the most upgrades, I've been told, or the most mods, and that machine is going to be used in a Limitless Mods segment here on the LM Show, where we are going to create content where we take common everyday 3D printers and we just blow them up with crazy mods, including custom paint jobs and in the most expensive add-ons that we can put on them, and to really show people what they can do, that those machines aren't dead. But we do have a mod here from NAK 3D that fully rails that Ender 3 Pro. So at this point, I have to go, would I buy it today again? I have to say probably yes, only for the fact that it's because it's one of the most popular machines. It has the most mods, and well, we have content coming for it, so yes.
Okay, LulzBot TAZ Sidekick 747.
The 747. This was my very first machine from LulzBot. They sent this over to me. This is what began to change me in my mind on the idea of having 3D printers print parts for more 3D printers. Now you'd say, well, wait a minute, wouldn't Prusa have done that to you? And I'd say no. That's where I got the Prusas, and I just didn't care. They're fantastic machines, but I didn't care about that whole concept. It was this machine, when it showed up, the amount of 3D printed parts on this machine that make this machine what it is really what got me excited about it. So what's the build volume?
231 by 231 by 248.
Okay, all right. So decent size, middle, not approaching helmet class. But it is a fantastic machine. I absolutely love it. I love that it's got hinges that are all 3D printed for parts that swivel out of the way. Also, one thing that people need to realize, so I'm going to ask you the price, and then I'm going to tell them about this feature, and this is why I think this is good. But what's the price?
$1,285.
So $1,285 for this 3D printer. Now I know some of you just threw up in your mouths a little bit. I know that. But here's the truth. This has quick change tool heads. It's 3 thumb screws in a wiring harness, and you can throw completely different hot ends, hot end assemblies on this machine. And that's completely different. And is that worth the additional $200, $300, $400? Absolutely. What you can do with this machine and what you can do with the TAZ Pro XT, you can't do with any other 3D printer. And I love LulzBot, the company. This brand excites me. So would I buy it? Absolutely. Today, yeah.
Okay, how about the Kywoo Tycoon Slim?
Oh, yeah, we didn't create content about the Tycoon Slim. Kywoo has made a lot of fantastic printers. Unfortunately, I've never gotten to use one of those machines. The Kywoo Tycoon Slim was sent to me to take a look at, create some fun content with, but the machine I received had thermal issues. So every other start on the machine, I would have some sort of a thermal issue and it would shut down. I'd have to power it off, power it back on. In other words, start the heating cycle, power it off, power it back on to finish the heating cycle and then print. And so it wasn't one of those machines that I got excited to create content for. So what's the price?
$369.
$369. So that would be a great price for a Prusa Mini. And I think that the Kywoo Tycoon Slim was trying to compete with the Prusa Mini, but I think that the user interface and I think some of the other kind of fit and finish things just didn't make that happen. $369. Only because I did not have a good experience with it. If that machine was offered to me for $369, I'd probably say no.
Okay, how about the FOKOOS Odin-Smart?
The Odin-Smart. Oh my gosh, the Odin-Smart. Oh, FOKOOS. FOKOOS was going in the right direction. FOKOOS was ahead of the market there, and they were cranking out benchies, incredible quality benchies on a bed slinger, but the problem was that they were behind in development and the profiles on that machine suffered. So they had a Kickstarter for it. They never, I don't think, really fully developed the profiles for it in the end to get it out, and then ultimately I don't think FOKOOS is around right now. I think they're selling those machines off, and the company's probably running on a skeleton crew. So today, how much is the price?
$279.99.
I'd probably say if someone offered me that machine right now for $279, I think for $299 there's other machines I would pick up. So I would probably say no, probably not the Odin-Smart.
How about the Kingroon KP3S Pro?
Oh yeah, the Kingroon. So we didn't create content with that. We live unboxed that on the show. And I ordered that machine under my own name, and I've since learned that I can't do that. I ordered that machine back, I think in December, and we ordered that machine specific for content here on the show. And we were gonna do some fun things with it. Now, the company I ordered it from, should I say?
No.
I'm gonna say it. It was Sliceworks. But what they did is they saw my name and they upgraded that machine. I appreciate the gesture, I really do, but you can't do that. So we had some content that we were going to create from that machine. And when we received it, we unboxed it live on the show. The note on inside was nice. That was great. We appreciate that. But the machine got upgraded to the Pro version, and that's not what we ordered. And so that kind of made me, I wouldn't say I was upset, but I was kind of disappointed that I'm like, well, that was a waste of time and money. And then during the unboxing, the gantry was terrible. The X gantry didn't align. I had to torque screws down. It's a custom Pro upgrade, and so I ultimately really wasn't happy with it. How much is it?
$179.
Okay, and so what's the build volume? I think it's Prusa MINI size, right?
200.
200 cubes, so it's a little bit bigger than Prusa MINI. So I've seen a lot of people have great prints from it. Unfortunately, because of my bad experience, I'd have to probably say no. If someone offered me that today, I'd probably turn it down and say no.
Okay, how about the Prusa Mark III?
Oh, this guy. Yeah, the Mark III. Oh man, the Mark III is a tank. I know the Mark IV is out. What's the Mark III going for right now?
$649 for a kit, $899 semi-assembled.
Okay, so understand if you pick it up for $649, it's going to take you between 8 and 12 hours to put it together. So there's going to be some sweat equity there. But for $650 for this machine right here, that is ultra reliable. Let me say that again. Ultra reliable. This machine, this Prusa Mark III, is a tank. Matter of fact, there's a reason why so many 3D printers are built upon this one. So if someone said at Loyal $650 for a Prusa Mark III S Plus,
correct.
But a Mark III S Plus, absolutely. I think it's a good machine.
Okay, how about the QIDI X-Plus 3?
Oh, the brand new QIDI X-Plus 3. So we've created some content with that. Go look at it. That is a giant, giant, and I mean by like physically sized machine. There's the Max, which is even bigger. Cool looking machine. Comes with 2 hot ends. As you can swap out for abrasive material. The hot end does 350. The build plate, how big is it?
280 by 280 by 270.
Oh, that's right. It's odd. It's 280, 280, but only 270 on the Z. But that machine has a heated chamber, which makes that machine pretty unique in this field of printers. How much is it? I think it's a good price. It's like
$699. It's on sale.
$699 for that machine. That's a buy. I'd put that in the I'd buy today because you're getting an enclosed Core XY machine with a heated chamber. My only negative would be that it's loud. There's no way to turn that thing off. It's the actual like electronics cooling fan is just so darn loud when that machine is sitting idle. But other than that, that is a beautiful machine.
Okay, how about the Bambu Lab P1S with AMS?
The Bambu P1S, genius move on the part of Bambu. They have the P1P, which is basically a skeletonized Core XY machine. Then you have the P1S, which is the middle machine between the P1P and the X1 Carbon, but the P1S comes with the enclosure and it's fully AMS compatible. So yes, genius move. What's the price?
$949.
$949
with the AMS.
Yeah, with AMS. That's a hands down obvious yes, and it should be the same build volume. So what is it?
It's going to be 256 by 256 cubed.
Yeah, 256 cubed. So yeah, hands down, that's a great machine. Definitely in the buy list.
Okay, it's the last one.
Last one?
Yeah, Prusa SL1S.
Oh, resin.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be tough. How much?
$25.99. That's with the bundle.
The bundle, and that's with the wash and cure, right?
Correct.
Which is what I bought. Oh, that's so expensive. What's the build volume?
127 by 80 by 150.
See, tiny build volume. Fast machine. I upgraded mine from the SL1 to the SL1S. If you wanted to have a high-end resin machine that you wanted to compare all other resin printers to, the Prusa is it. It is a tank. It's so well engineered. The software is fantastic. Everything about it is great. That price point is a pain point. I've seen the resin prints from machines that are, I could say, like a quarter of the price,
yeah,
or a fifth of the price.
Prices have
like,
come down.
Yeah, like the other machines out there on the market are killing it in the resin industry. I think it's just too expensive. So if someone offered me that today, no, I couldn't do that. It has to go in the buy. Sorry. And there you have it, 23 3D printers that we played with here in the studio in the last year of what I would buy or what I wouldn't buy in 3D printing. Tell me in the comments below if you agree or disagree with me. I'd be interested to know. Thank you, Mrs. Ellen, for being here. Give me a fist bump.
Thank
no,
you.
Blow it up.
Blow it up. Sorry.
All right, and thank you. This video is generously sponsored by our YouTube members. I'll have their names scrolling here on the screen. You are what make this content possible. If you'd like to become a YouTube member and have your name on the screen and support this channel, we'd be honored to have you. There's a little join button down below. You can click that, and it's really super simple. Thank you, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.